I am fascinated by the relationship that we all have to stories. Whether it was the stories that were read as children by our parents, our teachers, or our carers, or the cartoons or the movies that we watched, or the games that we played, or the songs that we enjoyed. Stories offered us connection, entertainment, emotions, and so much more. We come to them instinctively, and we have each continued to enjoy them in all of their forms throughout our lives instinctively. I believe that this instinctive draw comes from an incredibly deep relationship that we have to story. We experience the world through story. Everything that we engage with or perceive is filtered through a lens that implicitly applies narrative, and that narrative determines how we experience that thing, as well as mapping out our action patterns within the narrative. Some say that there are only 6 or 7 fundamental stories. Others identify 36. The exact number matters less than this. The principle illustrates that certain patterns repeat across all people, all cultures, and all times. In that way, stories are infused with a cumulative wisdom of all who have come before us, with the wisdom of the collective unconscious. They are encoded with universal truth, a guide to life and the self, hidden like treasure, waiting for us to decode it. And I think we know this innately, and that is why stories are such a central and constant feature of our lives. And so this brings us to story medicine. My intention with this podcast is to offer you, adults and young people alike, a story time. Each episode I will pick a story from some culture, from some time, and tell it to you. And I'll then offer some reflections on possible interpretation. What is encoded into this story? What medicine does it offer us? And then I will give you some suggestions as to how you might integrate that medicine, make it real. What I've found is that these tales contain layers of medicine, revealing different wisdom depending on what we need and when we're ready to receive it. My invitation is to explore them together. Many of them I will be encountering fresh, finding them in order to share them with you. We'll discover together some of what these old stories have to teach us. My hope is to offer you, at the very least, a good story time, and that would be no small thing. But perhaps it might also inspire you to uncover and integrate these wisdoms into your own life, or to apply this principle to all stories that you encounter, even the ones we tell ourselves, or the ones that appear in our fantasies or dreams. My invitation is for you to enjoy it in whatever way you please. In episode 1, we'll begin with a story from the Grimm Brothers collection called The Handless Maiden. So enjoy, and if you would like to get in touch, please do.